Welcome to Learning Unit number 4. In this learning unit, we're going to really talk about culture and the influence of culture on health. Being aware of others' cultures is more than just looking at, like we did in Learning Unit number 2, more than just looking at the risk for certain illnesses and diseases. While that's important, we're going to take it to the next level. Culture also significantly impacts on communication between healthcare providers and patients. It impacts on whether or not patients adhere to medication that's ordered, and it really impacts on whether there is family support. So this week, especially in our readings, we're going to define culture and discuss how it's related to health. And there are some concepts from anthropology that are critical for understanding on how health and culture are related. So we're going to read about these concepts. And also we're going to be discussing some cultural health practices. And we're going to be looking at why they continue to occur even though they are harmful to health. So you're going to gain an understanding of the role of culture, and not just culture in the United States, but culture across the world and how it impacts on global health. And you're going to do that by doing some activities. There's this video and another video to watch. And then we're going to look at pieces of information and sections, I should say, of information that are going to get you started on completing your opposing viewpoints paper. And so we're going to it's actually spending class time on working on our opposing viewpoints paper. So first of all, you're going to be reading chapter 7 in your Skolnick text. And I think you've already realized how much we do depend on the text. The textbook is an excellent one for global health, and for an online course, it's essential that we do the readings and reflect on the readings. So you're going to, for the end, you're going to post your discussion board, reply to at least one of your classmates, and do the quiz 4. So let's look at the activities. First of all is the quiz, and that is based on chapter 7 in your Skolnick text. And you're going to have unlimited time to complete, but you need to complete it in one sitting, just like the previous ones. There's an excellent video by David Williams, Dr. David Williams, about how racism makes us sick. So you're going to be watching that YouTube video. Now this is where I'm bringing in your opposing viewpoints paper. As we discussed last week and you were introduced to what that paper entails, this is a link from your assignment tab about the opposing viewpoints paper. So it's the UNFPA's State of the World's Population Report from 2020. So, but you're going to need it to answer the discussion board post, which is also how you're starting on your paper. So you're clicking on this website. When you click on this website, let's do it now together, you're going to see a tool tab up here. If you hover over what we do and then look at human rights and gender equality, you're going to see that there's information on female genital mutilation and gender-biased sex selection. So coming back to this, you're going to, for your opposing viewpoints paper and for this learning unit's discussion board, you're going to choose one of these harmful practices. So you're going to look through this information. This is another link in case this one isn't working by any chance. And then you're going to also go back, and we reviewed this last week, but this is where you're going to access the video on how to best and simply search the library database for a peer-reviewed journal article. So this is requirements for this week, because as you complete your discussion board number 4, you're going to say, you're going to answer 2 questions. Which one of those 2 harmful practices are you going to choose to complete your opposing viewpoints paper? Well, that's easy enough. And then the second question is asking you, why did you choose that topic? Why did you choose female genital mutilation instead of gender bias sex selection, or just the opposite? And provide rationale to support why this practice is important to learn about. So that's what you're going to choose a practice, and then you're going to tell us why this practice is important for nurses and to learn more about. And you're also going to do that by citing a source per APA formatting from the library's database. I don't want you Googling and searching the internet. We need to use the library database to get the best evidence. That's where the peer-reviewed journal articles are going to be located. It is an excellent resource, and it really is fairly simple to use. So I want you to cite a source of why this practice is important to support, why this practice is important to learn about. So that's your discussion board. As you know, it's also a large part of your opposing viewpoints paper, which is not due this week. It is due next week. I will add that, the learning unit number 5. It's due next week. You can submit it early if you want, but this link will take you to the grading rubric and really help you best understand what's involved. So it's a light week as far as assignments, because you're really working on and have the opportunity to complete your opposing viewpoints paper. And as always, let me know if you have a question or how I can help.